How would you like my help and coaching to understand the Cambridge IGCSE Physics 0625 syllabus and have an expert on hand to fine-tune any parts of the syllabus that you're struggling with over the course of the entire academic year? This offer is not for everyone. I'm only making it available to you because you've proved that you're an action taker when you took advantage of purchasing Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained. So I'm going to make you a special one-time offer that's only available right here, right now. What I'm going to share with you right now will help you learn how to answer all exam questions paper 2, 4 and 6 in the most efficient manner with my personal help and tuition. I have an interactive coaching program called Physics Lessons Online with yours truly, Kaleem Akbar. Interactive meaning it's just like a classroom. I don't have time to go over everything in the program because we would be here for hours. But the bottom line is that I will teach you to learn how to succeed in all aspects of the syllabus and all aspects of the exam. I will give you all the necessary tools and support that you require. Let me explain to you briefly how the program works and how I'll walk you through step by step throughout the entire process. There will be live interactive teaching so you can ask me questions verbally just like you would in a classroom. You're not sending me messages, you can, but you can also talk to me like you would in a normal classroom. Learn the syllabus in depth and understand the most difficult concepts such as motors, generators, transformers, lenses, forces, parallelogram rule, vectors, specific heat capacity, specific latent heat, and I could keep going. Learn how to tackle the paper 2 multiple choice questions, understand the best strategies for tackling those questions and the most common mistakes that students make, and of course how to avoid them. Learn how to tackle paper 4, which is the structured paper. It's worth 50% of your IGCSE. Understand the best strategies for tackling those questions. And again, I will help you avoid the most common mistakes made in this paper. Paper 6 is known as the alternative to practical paper. Again, I will help you understand the most common mistakes there, help you understand how to answer these questions, where to go. By now you've probably already downloaded the Exam Secrets Black Book, which will help you enormously with this as well. But here we'll go through questions and I will teach you how to answer those questions. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you had the ability to get the best grade possible, which would probably, in most schools, allow you to go on and do AS and A-level. In some schools, it would contribute towards you going to the university of your choice. And you can do all of this with my personal help and coaching and let me handle all the details for you. So click the button below right now, add Physics Lessons Online with Kaleem Akbar to your order. I guarantee it will help you understand the Cambridge IGCSE Physics syllabus in much greater depth and have an expert on hand to fine-tune any parts that you're struggling with over the entire academic year from September to the end of April, which is around 30 weeks. Try the first month completely free. That's right, the first month, which is about 8 lessons, 8 one-hour lessons, it's 2 a week, completely free. Before I go into this special offer, I want to advise you that the valuations you're about to see with the bonus materials I'm about to present are actually rather pessimistic. They are based on a British teacher being at the top of their pay scale. Now, a British teacher at the top of their pay scale gets about $8 per hour, unpromoted. I have been out of school for the last 5 years, and to give you an idea, a one-to-one lesson, students pay me $800 per hour. Teacher at the top of the scale, $8 per hour, a one-to-one lesson with me, $800 per hour. But I've based all the pricing on the teacher at the top of the scale. So when you act now, you'll also receive paper 4, paper 2 and paper 6 classified exam style questions. What I've done is I've basically taken the exams, I've chopped them up into little topics in bite-sized chunks so you can follow it through from the beginning to the end, and you also get the mark schemes. This is worth $3,725 and you get it absolutely free. You'll also get short videos of the entire syllabus. So again, I've taken the entire syllabus, split it up into bite-sized chunks and recorded videos with PowerPoint presentations. So if you were to miss a lesson, you could watch those short videos. Not only that, you will get a recording of the lesson that I do with you. Okay, so you're getting double the backup. This is valued at $8,735 for the entire video course. You're getting it free. Plus, you will get regular online testing, and which gives you instant feedback. So you go on, you do a test, it scores you instantly, it tells you what you did right, what you did wrong, and you've also got access to an online reporting system for you and your parents, so you can see your progress, you can track it anytime. You're not waiting till the end of term to get a report card from school. You can log in, your parents can log in at any time at all and see how you're doing. Valued at $4,000, it's absolutely free. Each student in my face-to-face classes, so not one-on-one, but my actual classes, pays me $1,975 per year. Okay? But right now, you have one chance to get my physics lessons online for only $790, and that will be split over 8 payments throughout the academic year. In other words, from the beginning of September to the end of April. Now that's roughly $99 per month. However, I'm giving you the first month completely free. So it's actually $691.25 over 7 payments and not 8, because the first month is absolutely free. This one-time offer is only available right here, right now. When you leave this page, it's gone forever. Why am I doing this? It's really simple. I want to help as many students that I can all over the world, and the internet now allows me to do this. The fact that I'm an endorsed author of 2 textbooks, the reports that you would have received by now, I hope you'll see the value in them. If you see the value in them, try the lessons and see how we go. So don't miss your chance to understand Cambridge IGCSE physics syllabus in greater depth and have an expert on hand to fine-tune any aspects that you're struggling with, that you can't understand, and how to answer the exam questions paper 2, 4 and 6 effectively, efficiently, and avoiding any of the most common pitfalls which I would go over with you throughout the course. So click the button below right now. Now guys, don't just take my word for it. Take a look at what some of my former students had to say about physics lessons with me. Now I deliberately got in touch with students that I've not taught for years, because sometimes people think that when you get in touch with your current students that they're obliged to say nice things. But these are students that I've not seen or taught for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, have a look at what they had to say.
So one of the main things that I love about Mr. Akbar is the way he always approached every lesson with enthusiasm. He made it fun, and he turned a subject that I hated and struggled with into a subject that I really enjoyed and ended up excelling in. I couldn't have asked for a better teacher, honestly. So thank you for everything. I still find myself coming back to your book in my current college physics classes. So yeah, thank you.
Mr. Akbar is one of my favorite physics teachers. He makes things that are so complicated seem so simple. He also links everything to the real world and has really good examples and does a lot of practical work to help you understand better. But best of all, he gives you a lot of exam tips and tricks so you can get your A star.
As a student, I used to always have a lot of questions in physics class, and Mr. Akbar always had respect for curiosity, and he always took the time to answer my questions and make sure that everything I was unsure of was cleared up, which was immensely helpful, and that is something I'm very grateful for.
Mr. Akbar is one of the most hands-on teachers I've ever had. He covers all the topics necessary, he goes slower on the harder topics and takes his time with every student to make sure everyone's understanding it and is on track. And I really do recommend him as a tutor. I did exceptionally well with him.
I took physics IGCSE with Mr. Akbar back in 2010, and I'll never forget his classes. He made physics so much more easier and much simpler and fun, especially with his Cambridge IGCSE Simplified Physics book. Thank you so much for the amazing memories, and we loved physics because of you.
I've had the privilege of being taught by Mr. Akbar for 2 years. He was my physics teacher. And I think we can all agree that physics isn't the most easy and basic subject to understand and interpret, but with Mr. Akbar, it was definitely a lot better. He was able to demonstrate all the principles. He made it sound a lot easier than it actually was, and he actually made it enjoyable. He was also a fun teacher. Aside from all the educational aspects, he was fun, he was funny, he was enthusiastic, he'd joke around, and he had the most distinct Scottish accent you'll ever hear in your entire life, so you can never go wrong with Mr. Akbar. I highly recommend him as a physics teacher. Thank you.
So I've known Mr. Akbar since year 10, and I still remember how his engaging personality made me so interested in physics. You can never actually get bored in his classes as he passionately explained everything with so much enthusiasm. And I still remember how he gave us sweets for correctly answering questions. He always made sure we were behaving well in class, and if any of us had ever seemed to be feeling down, he'd always have a chat with us just to make sure we were okay. And even after many years have passed, he still keeps in touch with me just to make sure I've been alright, which just goes to show what an excellent and caring teacher he was back then, and still is.
Again, don't miss your chance to understand the Cambridge IGCSE physics syllabus in greater depth and have an expert on hand to help you with the syllabus, to help you with paper 2, paper 4, paper 6, to teach you the difficult topics in greater detail, to help you understand it all in a much faster, a much easier and a more time-effective way with my personal help and coaching. So once again, click the button below and I hope to see you soon.